Hey everyone, it's Miss Brianna and today I'm going to teach you guys how to make some floating art. So the supplies you will need is a glass bowl or plate, some expo markers, room temperature water, and a straw. So our first step is to draw whatever we want on the glass. So for this one I decided to draw some shapes. So our next step is to pour in the water, but sadly it did not work with these expo markers. I think it's because they're neon ones, but yeah, sadly it did not work. But that's okay. We're gonna try again with some normal whiteboard markers. And let's see what happens. So for this one, I tried some shapes out just to test it. I only did two shapes. I did a circle and heart, just to see if it would work. And now you slowly put in the water. I was trying to be really careful to see if I can make it work. And they started floating. Sometimes things don't always work out the first time, but that's okay. You can try it another way the second time and it might work out. And if it doesn't work out, you keep trying until you make it work. And then you can blow them around with the straw. So now that I know that it works, I decided to draw something more fun. So I did a beach theme, and right there I'm drawing a wave. And then I did a sun in the corner. Then I drew a beach ball. Then I drew a stick figure with a smiley face, of course. And lastly, I drew a surfboard. It's kind of hard to see there because of the reflection, but it's a green surfboard. Next step is to add water, so remember to pour slowly and to use room temperature water. So we can see right away they started moving. My stick guy kind of got discombobulated, his head detached from his body, but all the other shapes, the wave, the beach ball, and the surfboard all stayed together. I don't know why, but for some reason the sun didn't want to move. So it was so much fun, I decided to do it one more time. This time I went for a space theme. So right there I'm drawing my spaceship, my rocket, and then I drew a little alien guy. Then I drew a moon. And lastly, I drew some stars. So again, we slowly pour in our water, and all the shapes started moving. It was kind of funny for this one. Both my alien and my spaceship turned into circles rather than the shapes that I had. And I got the orange one to move, and of of course the stars were moving. So just by blowing on the orange one, I got it to move. So why does dry erase marker float in water? Dry erase markers are insoluble. So what does that word mean? It means that it's impossible to dissolve. So because it's impossible to dissolve, therefore, when the water is poured onto a dry erase marker that is written on a glass plate, the heavy upthrust prevails a part of the dry erase marker's ink, pulling it upwards and in turn causing it to float. Bye guys, see you next week!